The watch list you've been waiting for, the strategy you've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our watch list for Wednesday, September 6th. Thank you for joining me on the channel today. I put these watch lists out for you guys for free every single day. I do weekly swing watch lists. I do monthly swing watch lists. I do quarterly swing watch lists, all for free. The only thing that I ask from you guys in advance is when those ads pop up, let them roll through. Helps pay for my time to put these videos out for you guys for free. I'm not going to waste much more of your time here. We're going to talk about this screen that you see right here. That is TradingView. If you are brand new to trading the strategy, you're going to need something like this. So this is TradingView. Like I said, there's a link that I provided in the description below. That link gives you a free 30-day trial to TradingView. Then if you decide to actually use their sub-services, you get up to $30 off of that subscription, but you need to take advantage of that by clicking on that link down below. You can do that now or after the video. I would hope that you watch the video first. Let's get started on the list. The first one, the very first one we've got on the list, one of my favorites, one of my long holds, is NEO. So NEO has what we call an inside bar or a 1 bar. You notice the candlestick number right here. That is a 1. There's also 2s and 3s. Those are all part of the strategy. If you're new to the strat or the strategy, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Watch my learning tool videos. They're going to get you a long, long way from where you've ever been in trading before. This is by far the simplest way you can trade. There isn't another easier way that I've seen. We use strictly what the candlesticks tell us to do. Let's go through this. So the inside bar, guys, a 1 bar does not break the high, and it does not break the low of the previous candle. I'm just going to put in this target here just so we have that. So it doesn't break this high or the low of the previous candle. It stays within the range. It's a tightening range. And what I always tell people who are struggling with trading or who are new to trading, look at those inside bars. Follow those inside bars. You can play them either side. And when we see those inside bars, you notice they're yellow. That's part of my Griswold Strat indicator that I've created for you guys. So it gives you this time frame continuity, the candlestick numbers, the yellow bars, the white bars for the outside bars. But when you see those yellow bars, I want you guys to think of a spring being squeezed, compacted, squished, loaded. And when you remove the pressure from that spring, what you should get is a big explosion to one direction or the other. Now, it doesn't always happen. We had an outside bar form here, so it didn't happen there. But probability tells us in every trade, every strategy is built off of probability. It has to, because nobody knows what the next candlestick is going to be. But this inside bar, we opened, we triggered, we hit multiple targets. We had this big, big run down. This inside bar, okay, we gapped up, but we had this big, big run up. This inside bar, we triggered, big, big run up. So those are the kind of setups that we look for off of these inside bars. Now we have something else here. So number 2, we look at time frame continuity. If you don't know what time frame continuity is, I have a video on it. I'll put it at the end of this video so you guys can check out that video at the end of this one. It'll explain to you what time frame continuity is, but each one of these letters, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, represent those particular charts. And it's telling me I'm green on the hourly, green on the daily, so on and so forth. And these yellow circles are telling me I'm current inside bar. So that's a reason to maybe pause, hold, wait to see how this thing happens. You don't have to. Some people do. Cyberdog does it. Strat Soldier. You don't have to, though. So the other thing we have are actionable signals in the strat. So one actionable signal is the inside bar. So we have that. Okay, an actionable signal is just something that gives us a high probability that this trade is going to work out. So we have that. There's 3 of them. That's one. Number 2 is a shooter candle, which you see right here. We have this body at the bottom and a big long wick to the top. Okay, and think of it as like a hockey stick or a putter or an upside down hammer. Okay, so that is a bearish pattern. The other one is a hammer candle, where we have the body at the top and the wick to the bottom. Looks like a hammer. That is a bullish pattern. So those are the 3 actionable signals. So we have 2 out of the 3. We'll see which way NEO goes. Is it going to go the way of the bears and trend down? Or are we going to trend back to the upside and follow time frame continuity? It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out on Wednesday. When we look for targets, and it doesn't matter if you're looking at the daily chart or the 15-minute chart, which is what I love to play, the 30-minute chart, the 5-minute chart, but your targets when you set your triggers on the time frame, you set your targets on that same time frame, and it's just the next highest wick. So as you see here, I took the next highest wick, that's my target. The next highest lowest wick to the downside, if you're looking for puts, that's my target. Then that's my target. Then the bottom of this green bar right here would be my target. If we're going to the upside, that would not be my target. This we won't talk about, but that would be your next target because of the gap. No candle between here and here. Okay, this space is there's nothing there. It's a gap. It needs to be filled. So that becomes your next target. Hey, let's go to Adobe. Adobe had a 2 down that finished green. 2 candles can happen 2 different ways. They can either break the low of the previous candle, which would be a 2 down, or they can break the high of the previous candle, like you see here. That's a 2 up. Now, we have a 2 down in this situation, but it's green. So when we have a 2 down that finishes green, it means we were trending down, the buyers took it back. Now we're looking for this to trend back to the upside. 2 down, finishing green gives me a higher probability that this is going to trend back to the upside. We've got really good time frame continuity pointing up, so we're going to look for triggers at 567.59, first targets at 569.98. We move on to Alibaba, 2 down, finish green. Time frame continuity in our favor, so we look for those triggers at 95.39. Datadog, 2 down, finish green. Okay, so calls at 98.02, first target 98.84. We move on to Disney. It's been in a downward spiral. I've seen a lot of people talking about when are we going to buy Disney? When are we going to buy back Disney? We buy back Disney when we have an actionable signal to buy back Disney. And you can look for that actionable signal on the weekly if you'd like. You can look for that actionable signal, and you might have it. If we close inside bar here and start to trend up, maybe that's your signal. You can go to the monthly. We can look for or it's obviously not going to happen this month, but if you have this 2 down red, and in October, we come and break the upside of that, well, that's your reversal, your opportunity to buy into Disney, okay? So this strategy, guys, the Strat works on all different time frames. You can buy this for your yearly setups, your 2-year, 3-year, I don't care. Go as far, as high a time frame as you want, as low as time frame as you want. It works for scalping. It works for leaps. You know, however you want to play it. This strategy is not foolproof, but it is very, very simple. And my mantra has always been, you know, when you simplify trading, trading becomes simplified. And this strategy does not make it any, you can't get any simpler than what this strategy teaches you. So Disney had a 2 up finish red. There's that shooter candle we talked about, that actionable signal to the downside. We have full time frame continuity, and this is what I love. I love to play the reversals into time frame continuity. So we took it up. We have full time frame to the downside. We're going to look for this to trend down. We're going to look for puts here at $81.18. DraftKings, okay, the majority of the time frame in our favor to the upside. We have a 2 down finish green. We're going to look for those calls at 29.88. You guys, if you like this stuff, please give me a thumbs up. Leave comments down below. If you've done really well today, if you've done well in the past, let me know. I'd like to hear your stories. You can do the same thing on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold or my Discord. My Discord's free to join. It's absolutely free. A lot of people don't know that. But the Discord is free to join. So you can grab that link down below in the description. You can join the Discord. There's a ton of free rooms in there. There is a paid portion of it. And that paid portion, don't stay with me now. I'm not trying to sell you anything here. We're going to go through the rest of this list. The paid portion of it includes the top 5s from this list. It includes one-on-ones with me. It includes a 1-hour Strat course that I've created. It takes you from the easiest, simplest steps of the Strat to the most difficult. Okay. I said the top 5s. It's got live trading bots in there for you guys and a bunch of other stuff. Okay. So make sure you guys check that out at least. But the Discord is free to join. So Google has this 2 down finish green. We're going to look for this to trend up. We're looking for calls at 137.37. JP Morgan. I put this on here because some people have asked me recently, can you play the break of an outside bar? Yeah, you can. Okay, especially when we've gone 2 up and we failed and gone. Now we're a 3. We're down here. You can look for this 2-3-2. Basically, a continuation is what it is. We've got great full time frame continuity. In this case, particularly, we have these 2 pink lines Okay, so JP Morgan is very interesting because we had this outside bar. That pink line represents my weekly triggers. So we've gone 2 down on the week off of this inside bar. Okay, and we've hit targets already. But you notice this blue line? And I talked about this in the weekly and the monthly videos and the swing videos that I put out for September. If we go to the monthly chart, we had an inside bar in the monthly as well, and we've gone 2 down on that as well. So the week triggered the month, and now we're looking for a continuation off of the day with this outside bar. So we're 2 down right across the board. We're going to look for a continuation there off of JP Morgan. We move on to Meta, that's Facebook, 3-1 setup. So this setup, guys, it's very, very powerful. It doesn't happen very often. We've gone 3 bar, inside bar consolidation. They don't know which way they're going to take it. If you go back, and again, we're just going to go back and look in time. You see that gold highlight there? That's part of my indicator as well. That link for that indicator is down below. You can get that as a one-time fee for $25, or it comes with the membership. And the membership's only $50, guys. You'll make it back in one trade, I promise you. So outside, inside bar did not work, and it doesn't always work. And that's what I love to show you guys this, because I'm not here trying to push something that's 100% foolproof to you guys, and that's not why I'm here. I'm here to show you guys the reality of what trading is and its probabilities. And this one right here didn't work out. Does probability say it should have worked out? Yeah, it does, but it didn't. And so we move on to the next one. But if we go back again, here's another one. Yeah, it didn't work out. Didn't work out for us. We triggered, we didn't hit targets. It just wasn't a great trade. There's a double inside bar setup. We'll see if we can find one more outside bar 3-1 setup for you. Like I said, they don't happen very often. This is the kind of thing we look for. These outside bar, inside bars, we get this big run up. Okay, that's what we're looking for. This outside bar, inside bar, it gapped, but we had that big run down. That's what those inside bars, 3-1 setups are known for. Okay, probability-wise, it works out the majority of the time. Let's move on to Pinterest. So Pinterest, this is another interesting thing I want to point out here. It's a 1-3 setup, something I don't talk about very often. 8x Trades has talked about this recently. I talked about it in the weekly swing and the monthly swing videos. This has tended to be a really, really good setup. And a guy by the name of Rich from Trading Wars coined this the Nirvana. We would call it a 1-3 setup. But again, if we go back and look in time, how well these things perform, we triggered, target, multiple targets. We hit 2 more, at least 1 more, 2 more. It looks like we tagged the 3rd target. That's the power of these things. So I'm very interested to see how Pinterest is going to perform tomorrow, especially because we've trended back up and we have that time frame continuity in our favor. Okay, the 1-3 setup with time frame continuity. We look at QQQ, 2 down, finish green. We'll look for those calls there at 379.31. Roblox, 2 down, finish green. So we'll look for calls again at 29.14. I can mark targets out with you guys. There you go. Target mark 29.32. Tesla with the inside bar. So calls at 258, puts at 244.86. Now, I know Tesla's the big name. People love to trade Tesla. It's very, very expensive. The premiums are very, very high on Tesla. So it's not something that I look at. If you have a smaller account, you want to look at stuff like SPY, NEO. I believe Baba has that. DraftKings, Google, QQQ, Oxy, CCL, CVX. There's a bunch of them. Pfizer's like that, okay? So Walmart, those type of plays have smaller premiums on those option setups for you guys. So the smaller accounts are going to be able to trade them a little bit easier than on Tesla, where you're paying, $700, $800, $900 or a couple thousand for your options. We move into Walmart. Walmart also with that inside bar. It's closer to going 2 down than it is to 2 up. That's the probability. It still has that opportunity to trend up, but a higher probability of trending down as we look for puts at 160.18. Calls are still probable at 162.80. XOM, we have the 2 up, finished red. There's that shooter candle that we were talking about. The daily and the weekly are both red. We look for puts there at 113.50. First target at 112.25. 20. And again, if we're looking for those second targets, we got to make sure we fill those gaps, right? So there's no candle from here to here. Your next target is there. And then you just mark your third target at the bottom of that same candle. Very, very simple. Simplify trading. Trading becomes simplified. XOP, same thing. 2 up, finished red. We got to mark a second target there to fill the gap. And we're good to go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I wish you guys nothing but the best in your trading journey. Like I said, free link to try out TradingView if you've never tried it out before in the description. The link to join the Discord for free is in the description. Follow me on Twitter, get in on the Discord, ask me questions. I'm here to help you guys out. I love the community I've built. I love you guys for watching, for subscribing. You are my friends. You are my family. Thank you for watching. Good luck trading on Wednesday, guys. I wish you nothing but the best, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.